All right, you guys. We got another very funny comedian. We got an unbelievable hot streak of hilarious comedians on this show tonight. So show her some love. She's in town all the way from Chicago, Illinois. It's Lindsay Lucido.
Hey, you guys heard of Chicago?
Yeah. Chicago.
Listen, I don't know Lima. Because I was giving one of my clients a massage the other day, which is weird because I'm a bank teller. No, I actually recently quit my job of a year and a half. I quit my job as a preschool teacher, and I know I'm a hero for leaving. And I remember on the first day, a girl peed herself, and like it kind of freaked me out at first. But luckily, one of my coworkers had underwear in my size, so. Did you guys get it? We take the kids out a lot though, like to the park and stuff, and you have to count them constantly to make sure you don't lose one. Let me tell you guys, it is so scary to lose a kid. But it's like even scarier to gain one, you know? It's like, oh my God, did I just kidnap that kid? So I'm annoyed because people are always telling me, like, don't date your coworkers, you know? Don't date other comedians. Don't date your family members. But it's like, well then who's left? I'm not good at like the flirting. My really attractive friend told me that she only goes to gay bars now because that's where she feels comfortable knowing that like guys aren't gonna hit on her. And I was like, excuse me, you get hit on in regular bars? And like she didn't believe me that I like don't get hit on. That's because like she's never seen me like in a bar. Like I once bought a guy a drink so that I could woo him, and he gave it back to me. And then we matched on Tinder the next day where I confronted him about it. I was like, hey, I think I met you at the bar and you gave me my drink back. And he was like, yeah, sounds like me, sorry. And I was like, I love you. But I have been trying this hot experiment recently where I dress hot to see if I can be hot. And I have learned something. You can be hot and still incredibly sad. Did you guys know that? Nobody told me. But yeah, I've been like changing up my look a little bit. I've lost some weight, and I had a friend come up to me recently, and she's like, Lindsay, you're looking really skinny. Like, you're not bulimic again, are you? And I was like, stop. No. But like, how far along do I look? I also got my hair cut. I got these cool bangs. I got a couple of weeks ago, and I've been seeing the same hairdresser. His name's Aaron. I've been seeing him for 7 years. I don't trust anyone else with my hair, which is just kind of ironic because I've been to 3 gynecologists in the past year. And I don't remember any of their names. Pretty sure they started with doctor, but desperate times, you know? You guys, I have a, this might be kind of, do you guys know Zac Efron? You know?
Yeah.
Okay. I have like a a kind of controversial opinion on him. I don't think that Zac Efron is fuckable. No. Stay with me, okay? I don't think Zac Efron is fuckable because I tried and he said no. Over the holidays, saw my family. Anyone have holidays? Family, cool. And I saw my cousin get like more drunk than I've ever seen him before. Like he was drunk to the point where I know that he was hitting on me. And I was like, dude, you're cute and all, but in front of all these people. But yeah, like, so I was with my family. My family's interesting. My sister is like very high achieving. She's very successful. She's currently a software engineer in San Francisco, among other things that I don't care about at all. Not bitter. And my dad, he likes to like post on her Facebook wall or timeline, you know, articles that relate to her life. You know, it'll be like articles like, you know, women in computer science are the smartest women, you know. And like he posts stuff on my wall as well, but it's more like articles like, women, can they be funny? Or like, there's a murderer on the loose in your neighborhood. Or, your sister's better than you. That was just a link to his blog post, though. Actually, this is a completely true story. Recently, my grandmother, she was on her deathbed, and we went to go like say goodbye to her. And she called my sister over to her bedside. She goes, "Amy, come here. Let me touch you. I need to touch you." And she starts rubbing her back, and she goes, "Amy, give me some of your luck. I need some of your luck." And then she calls me over to her bedside, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I will do like whatever I can to help. I will give you my luck. And she starts rubbing my back, and she goes, "Here's some of your sister's luck." I wish that was a lie. It is not. I'm not very sexually experienced. I'm 24 right now. And I didn't have my first kiss until I was 21. You know, and normally when I tell people that, they're like, "Hey, at least you're not easy." And I'm always like, "You don't know that." Literally nobody has tried. I actually do have a list on my computer, though, of all the guys I've ever slept with. Right now, it's called New Document. I did have a friend, though, come up to me, and she was, like, trying to brag. She was like, "I bet I've had 10 times as much sex as you've had." I was like, joke's on you, because 10 times 0 is still 0. You loser virgin. Yeah, I'm a virgin, and like honestly, I don't care, but I am a little worried that like the older I get, the harder it's gonna be for me to lose it, you know, because like no one's gonna hire you if you don't have experience. But on the other hand, how are you gonna get experience if nobody's hiring you? Just putting my feelers out for any sexual internships. I have a lot of friends who complain about unrealistic porn. They're like, "That stepmother would never have sex with that stepdaughter." And it's fine because like all porn is unrealistic to me. Like as soon as they start having sex, I'm like, "What? That would never happen." I have a lot of jokes about this, and I had a friend come up to me and she was like, great set, but you gave off a very please fuck me vibe. And I was like, good, so it's coming across. I've gone on dates and stuff. I had a guy come up to me after a show, and he said, the whole time you were on stage, I just kept thinking about how comfortable you look. Is that a pajama shirt? And I was like, oh my God, yes, thank you for noticing. And he asked me out, and I took him to this party with a bunch of my friends, and my friends kept coming up to me saying things like, oh my God, Lindsay, you look so good. Did you get a haircut? Did you lose weight? Where'd you get that outfit? And I was like, guys, you're not helping. Don't let him know I don't always look like this, If you want to help, come up to me and say, Lindsay, you look as good, if not worse, than normal. But yeah, I could tell pretty quickly though that it wasn't gonna work out between the two of us, because within 2 dates he was already telling me that he liked me and he liked spending time with me, which is too soon for any of that. It's like, just let me suck your dick and get out of here, right? No, I'm kidding, I didn't suck his dick. I almost did. I licked it twice and changed my mind. He was like, hey, was not expecting you to give me a blowjob until you started. Then I was expecting it a little bit. Another story I wish was a lie. Maybe I haven't had your version of sex, but I've had sex, okay? I'm just very careful, you know what's safer than condoms? 2 layers of pants. All right? Sex ed. You guys, has anyone in here ever been to Chicago?
Oh, yeah.
It can be a little scary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone said something, but I don't know what it was. It's okay. But ladies, I feel like it's especially true for ladies. Do you guys know when you're walking down an alley late at night and you see a guy start walking towards you and you get really nervous? It's like, oh my God, what if I know him? I hate small talk. And then he starts mugging you, and you're like, thank God. Oh, I hate small talk. You guys don't have Uber here. Is that true? You have Lyft? You just got Lyft?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm listen, Ubers, both are cool. You're missing out, but whatever. Anyways, I live in Chicago. I've lived there my whole life, but I'm really bad at directions, I'm so bad that I wouldn't know that my Uber Lyft driver was kidnapping me until I got an Amber Alert on my phone. He could blindfold me, stick me in his trunk, take me down to a dark basement, and I'd be like, well, I guess this is the only way to get to Sam's, yeah, I haven't done a lot sexually, but I've done, I liked that dick twice. You guys heard about that? But recently, I was taking this medication, and it was supposed to make me calm and level-headed, and it did not do that. What it did do was make me lactate. Which wouldn't have been a problem But the guy that I was hooking up with at the time liked to squeeze my boobs. And I was very afraid that I was going to squirt him in the face. Which would have been terrible, because he was a vegan. Thank you, I've been Lindsay.